Frank in just a few moments. All right, well, have you ever had a job that you just didn't like? What if you could try out different jobs before committing to something? That sounds nice, right? Barani Rajakumar wants to make sure young people are prepared to start productive and meaningful careers right after high school. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so I think this is a big question, especially for a lot of high schoolers that are still just trying to figure it out. Internships, college, there are so many different ways where you can try out careers, but what does it mean to really have that idea ready to go in your head from such an early age?
Yeah, well, the first thing I would say is, it's always important to just start somewhere. So one of the things that a lot of folks may not be thinking about is apprenticeship opportunities. And right now, because there is a booming opportunity in the skilled trades and healthcare, there are a lot of programs out there that'll help folks train for those career pathways. And that's one of the things that we do is we create simulations in virtual reality so folks can put on the headset and they can try a variety of pathways that they may have not considered before. And the good thing about these pathways is that they pay somewhere from $50,000 to $100,000 a year right out of high school, in fact.
Wow, I know this seems kind of like a, well, duh kind of question, but how does knowing your next career move, how does it save you time, money? What are the benefits?
Yeah, well, the thing in today's economy is you're going to have more than one job. And, my advice would be just to get started somewhere. There's something that comes along with that stability of joining a team, being part of an employer that where you know where your next paycheck is coming from. You feel the stability to kind of plan several years in the future. I don't know a single person today that is in the same job today that when they started after high school or after college. And so what I would say is to kind of think about what are you interested in, find an employment opportunity that gives you stability so you can start planning, 5 to 10 years in advance.
It's so crazy to watch the video of the virtual reality and kind of compare it to how it really works. I mean, would you say that it's pretty close as far as you pick up the headset, you're doing some of these jobs? I mean, how would you compare it to maybe real life?
Yeah, well, the first thing I would say is it's a lot safer.
Okay.
And more accessible. So we work with local organizations like the Boys and Girls Club Ohio Alliance, Greater Ohio Workforce Board through Ohio Means Jobs, and the Workforce Council for Southwest Ohio. And so giving that access in that kind of classroom safe environment where people can put on the headset and try things that they never thought they were capable of doing, I think is important. Of course, once you get in front of the employer, you're able to show them that you can walk the walk, talk the talk, and you have the employable skills.
Yeah, it's amazing the technology that we have nowadays that we didn't have before that could be really beneficial, I feel like, to a lot of us. How, though, maybe you start a job right out of high school, right out of college, you're not a huge fan of it, so you need to pivot. What is the best way to do that?
Hopefully you're at a place where you feel like you're learning something, because it's really common for everyone to pivot. Personally, my first job was actually in fast food before I became an entrepreneur. And so what I would say is that, what you want to be doing is building your network, learning from people who have more experience than you, and then taking those skills and transitioning them into, whatever version of your future self that you want to become.
Yeah, I mean, you can learn those skills, I feel like, in a lot of those jobs, and you can always take something with you that'll benefit you in whatever you're doing next. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. We appreciate it. If people want to learn more about Transfer, what is the best way to do that?
They can just go to our website, transferinc.com,
Okay.
And look us up online.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. All right, let's go ahead and send things now over to Julie.